Alright, with not much more we can do in the Stranded Light. Guild's done. The bulk of any kind of side content done too. There, I know there's... Well, I could do some dungeon raiding today. I could also do a call at the Codrill Temple. During Owls is of course for later. That's the 9 is done. That's the 9 was not as long as I thought it'd be. Actually pretty short. You got a good sword out of it. And I think without custom enchantments that would be pretty sweet armor. Could look into the secret ingredient. Investigate. Go see Captain Stefan. I should probably get rid of the blue tick. I think that's pointing to Fieldhouse Cave.
Yes, master. You have the hint.
So as far as tweaks go, 3 new ESPs, not full-blown mods. I made them myself. Finally have the basics of the construction kit down.
Let's hear it.
Kind of basics, I say. One of them is more of a hacky solution rather than a true one. And that is... add custom gear. Using custom armor now, but the weapon is back home, because I still want to use Emerald Sword to see if weight really improves the stagger chance. Or not, because if I don't really notice, I'll have to work with the Emerald Sword for a long time before I get a good feel for the stagger rate, but if it's noticeably higher, then I'll have to increase the weight of those weapons. Which I can fortunately do now, because they're new IDs, they're not baked into the save file, so I can edit them, rebalance them as necessary. Oh, but I could not remake Mercy, though. The construction kit crashed every time I tried to make a custom version of this. What's up with that, though? Maybe it had some dependencies that it didn't list. Who knows? I'll look into it later, but that was that, so my assassination tool is still the one that's baked into the save file. The second mod was the camera mod, so I got rid of the chase camera and basically made a mod that really just touches on the exact same thing. The chase cam mod really only touched like 2 values for the camera, so I just found them and started tweaking them myself instead of doing it through that mod. So right now the camera is at pretty much default, except the chase speed is at twice normal, so it shouldn't, yeah, like it just barely doesn't get in front of you when you backflip. Just I think the fastest you can go backwards. And again, if I move the camera closer at all, it's gonna go in front. I couldn't find... I'll probably have to deal with scripting or whatnot and learn a lot more before I can get the exact camera I want. Which is to have a camera at normal speed, or even slower, but have it fixed so that way you can't ever, like it's bounded to be in front of you at all times. Behind you. I'll have a 180-degree cone that I can move in, and it can't ever go in front of you at all. That's what I want. So I'll have a default speed. But for now, I just have to deal with increasing the speed, so never goes in front. Or rarely goes in front. Third mod was I fixed Tikius. Kind of. So as I kind of mentioned, Tikius, because I pickpocketed the book out of him before he even got to his chest. It's just stuck there. Ow.
Send your bloody soul straight to Sovngarde.
I don't know if I ever want to take Orcish though. Now weight to gold ratio seems like the clean was better. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't find like a quick tutorial describing AI. Well, I guess I'll just have to go through the other tutorials until I hit an AI section. Hopefully one that goes pretty in depth. But I picked some flags, changed some settings that seemed like the right thing to do, and then just kept testing it out in game until I got the desired result. So I wouldn't call it a true solution, but it'll work for my save game. I don't think it'll work for yours though. Like, to be precise, it's not a fix that you can like install in a new game. And then just forget about it. It's a fix that you have to install after you get the bug. Am I like one of the things to do with this is the fact that it's like as you can see the custom enchantment is better. My combat potency is about the same as it was before. I think I have like 10 more magicka than I used to. And I think I have like 40% more resist magic, but it doesn't really matter. Actually, that does matter because it allows me to swap out a ring. But besides that, agility is up the same, so I really only like lost poison resistance. And I think the only poison that ever worked on me was paralysis poison. And I do have a ring that gives me paralysis and poison immunity and disease immunity all in one, but I kind of feel in a mirror would be more generally useful with the reflect everything. Yeah, you know how weird. Yeah, there you go. Whatever feather is. Just have to reapply it every time it gets a little bit slower than normal. Oh, I also tweaked black. I forgot to put into a separate ESP file, so I can't just put that up for other people to use. Sorry. Wondering why I'm in third person now. It's just more challenging, a little bit more interesting for me. Also, when you go for a power attack, the way it just slowly catches up to you, it feels really nice. Cinematic, I could say. Hello.
A pleasure to speak with you. There are rumors that there is a new grey fox. Nobody knows what happened to the old one. Tell me more.
One of Valeria. Seemed like a beggar. Yes, I will. Oh, that's the soul trap spell. Oh. Thought it was lightning bolt. But I was confused when it didn't instantly die. Yeah, everyone's got staggered a lot. It's to unlock them, honestly, with the light weapons as well. Kind of mistaken for a bandit. Right, so I have 4 armor sets now with custom enchantment. And 1 hood. I did not create any other hoods besides this concealing green one. Hopefully I can make it a standalone mod. I don't know if I can. Alright, also looking into an alternate spellbook mod. Did I talk about this last stream? I don't know, I wasn't chatting with anyone about this, so it could have just been an internal monologue. There are like 2 actual stable spellbook mods, or somewhat stable. Oh, I forgot to look at this in this instruction set. This mod. Actually like 2 of them that seem to be working, but the other one is like, it placed it on the spell enchanting altar in the archmages. Or the spell-making altar in the Archmage's quarters. And the spell-making altar doesn't appear until you yourself become Archmage. So you basically can't do any kind of spell hiding until later. And why is my character walking towards me? Alright. So to finish my sentence. So you can't use the spell-making altar. You can't use the spell hiding book thing until you become Archmage, which is horrible design. If I get that, I might as well make an edit that puts it like on the bench in the university or something, or better yet, adds it to your player character at the start of the game. The other thing is, my current one works perfectly fine, except for the list display, where it like misses one in between the pages. And if I can fix that, then we're pretty good to go. Oh, voice acting. Joffrey's dead. There's also Knights in Revelation, but I feel like that's kind of like the Shivering. Actually, even more so than Shivering, I also feel like that's a quest of no return. Ah, I suppose I could help them. Really? I know there's a few bandits on the path, but even more? I feel like you're supposed to initially talk to Joffrey, but they recognize Joffrey might be dead. But did not follow well. He just said, well met. Nice to see you. We've already been talking for a minute or so. Oop.
Sir.
I really, really wish I had True Resurrect spell with Alabruna. Then, oh, maybe then Joffrey'd still be alive.
Hail.
Which was Martin's room? That's something I never quite understood. These are both like the higher tier rooms, but I never quite figured out which one was whose. Wish I had a good Sean Bean impersonation. You're reading this, and my dreams of late have come to fruition, and I am now among the stars. Do you remember when we met? It seems so long ago. Now that I stood without faith in that cursed chapel in Kvatch, I was ready to forsake the gods for all time, till you arrived so full of courage and of hope. You gave me hope, and more than that, gave me the strength to become what I was destined to be. I regret that I won't be able to continue walking this road beside you. My life has been enriched greatly through your steadfast friendship. It's up to you to take care of our people now. Make yourself a light for the Empire in the dark times that are sure to follow my path. Farewell, my friend. Know that wherever you are, I'm watching over you in spirit. Where are we going? He said at night. 3 days time we leave at sunset. Motherfucker. It's hoping to be immediate. Now, if I'm real lucky, I mean real goddamn lucky, Joffrey's corpse will still be there. This is the first time I cleared this. I didn't know Joffrey died until like 2 weeks afterwards. I don't know if that's 2 weeks real time or 2 weeks game time, but 2 weeks afterwards, I was just going by the battle site and then saw the corpse of Joffrey. But I don't remember the corpses staying there this time. Again, if I'm real lucky, his body will still be there. Also, I can kind of guess why they chose 3 days. Because I think the respawn timer is 3 days. So if I go do something for like a day, and go out on the path and clear it, maybe go down the path again and clear it, I think I'll just go back and forth across the path for a while. Alright, so the 4 armor sets, I think you may only remember 3. I had, oh, no, if we count because... If we count mod added, there was a 5th. But I didn't make that one with a custom enchantment. The Ranger Shroud stuff, which is the mod that the face mask comes from. So I find it a bit odd, I think... Remember the hood taking up the hair slot in the construction set? I thought maybe it could coexist with the helmet, but I remember it clearly doesn't do that. Gotta be honest, they added a lot more equipment slots in Skyrim. Because in Oblivion there's only like 1 spare equipment slot, and that's the tail slot. Knew it was no charge. Wasn't any shine. Oh, I should have cast the Soul Trap spell. What land? I'm just gonna be doing that for a while. King of Worms though, I guess I could check his kingdom. charge does this have? 1,000. So I can get like Grand Soul Gem and Petty. Do the trick. Yeah. 68? Oh, I was hoping it'd be 70. Could edit that to be 70 in the CS, but I might. I might, because it bugs me when it doesn't end up even. I made sure that it was a flat 50 uses for the Blackwater Blade, regardless of the version you have. Also, many souls. Just like freaking kill Ancestor Guardian immediately. Alright, should probably cast this. Any dangers on the road ahead? Ah, that's a miss. Also a miss. Aim for the ground, though. We're out of magicka. Out of magicules. Times damage. Hold on. Hold on. This is Secretor. Which stables were in there? Secretor. What? It's not the undead place anymore. Probably jump over these walls though. Oh, actually maybe. This might be like a Topeka jump. Oh, with a cliff I think I could. Yeah. It's not quite too high for a base jump, but like... Okay. Third person camera working against me again. Yeah, clearly you're not supposed to be in here. Hey, I got stuff going. Ah, there's original runes inside. Probably left that there, assuming you wouldn't see it. It's a good deal. Yeah, you kind of see why they got rid of acrobatics. I mean, it sucks they did, because that's a lot of player freedom gone, but... You know how meticulous with the world consistency you have to be to compensate for... Alright. I'm not going to be concerned if I got... Wait, the light was... Hold up. The place was lit up, right? Hmm. Trader or wind form? Simple trader. Exactly what I wanted. Oh, okay, I'm not going down that way yet. hello. Ooh, district short sword. Remember those being hard to find. So we're at 29th, right? So I guess the... I don't know if this month is 30 or 31 days. Oh, hi. Oh, Gloomwraith. Glad I did the double zap then. I kind of prefer using a torch to red eye at this point. Or Memory of Light. You know what? Let's bring it light. Whenever this infiltrator wears off. I would say you shouldn't have been a vampire, but vampirism's not always a choice. I think Cassie's about the same time, so I think they should be about the same duration. Is that for this place? Is. I am a little let down at more of a mage than the swordsman at this point. Only a little though. So I think also to kill time, I'll just run back to Shaping Hall and swap out my armor set. So you know, the third person camera I had before was set to 12 on the chase speed. The default, the vanilla value is 4. Right now it's set to 8. Oh, we're right. What enemies am I going to fight with just the sword? I don't know if I should clear out Echo Cave again now. Alright, don't I have Black Water with me? I do. I should change the enchantment order on this though. Can. Just didn't. It's the same effect for all the previous iterations. It's like -3 per tier. So absorb fatigue 2 seconds and damage health straight away. 50 uses, regardless amount of total charges, it varies increases thing is like the minimum amount is 450, and then this one goes up to 4,000. But the effect starts at like 5 and then gives you +3 all the way up until you get to this highest tier, 20. And to absorb fatigue first and damage health until I got to this one. This is the first one I edited though, because I just like thought let's get rid of the absorb fatigue and go with damage health because that's actually a useful enchantment. And isn't elemental like the other ones, so it should be more. I don't know, maybe shock damage would be better. I think about it. This is a sword used by pirates, so like shock damage out in the seas should be useful, but you might also hurt yourself. Whatever. Whatever. Just got rid of the absorb fatigue first. That seemed useless to me, but I think, well, in a more general sense, it is useful, it's just that duration is absolute shite. Like 12 seconds. You're gonna be hitting them like twice per second or something. That's just a waste of charges. That's a bandit. That's a bandit. Oh, get that power attack. Like that. Yeah, it seems alright. I may try an iteration with different elemental type. Probably shock. Maybe frost. And frost seems a little bad though. Or shock. Yeah, that goes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd say I'm relatively happy with how it is now. I mean, I might bring it down to 1 second. Not gonna lie, that might be useful. Not be. I don't know. I don't know what's optimal, 1 or 2 seconds, because like the reason why it's like anything is 2 or 4 seconds is so that I can A, get more just chain power attacks, so I have the effect constantly up. But also I can like do the power attack, staggered, and then come back and have another power attack. Oh my god. Fucking bug. It'll solve itself in time, but I still don't know what the hell causes it. There it is. Oh,
Pleasure
Kellen.
is all mine. You were Martin's friend, weren't you? You were fortunate to have known him. Goodbye.
Minotaur, prepare yourself. Yeah, this is a better camera. I wonder how the ini files work. Because going through the game settings, the CS, I saw that I forgot to do that as well. Look through the VC's file, ini file, because I think there was a setting I wanted to change. Anyway, related to that, wondering how mods like Vanilla Combat Enhanced implement their ini files. Because those variable names are exactly as described, exactly as they're named in the game settings. Oh, hello there. So, I'd rather do that, because that will be easiest from a user end experience.
Speak.
Probably a script. Almost certainly a script. Oh well, we'll learn about it eventually. So for now, I think I know enough to make myself in game. Oh, statistically make myself. I can make a new NPC and probably edit, get all their stats in shape, and then give them my gear and spells. But I don't think it copy my appearance, because I don't know how to at the moment. And editing combat AI is going to be a whole other can of worms, and that's probably the major point I want to pursue. With adding myself as a boss, because no AI is not going to make use of my stuff the best. As for shield, though, yeah, deal with the shield is just... I don't really know what kind of enchantment I want on my shield, so I didn't end up making one. What do I have, though, to drop off? Not Mercy. You know what? I have the war chest nearby. Yeah, I'll drop it off. Yes, that should be the bulk of things. Curious if when the shell's feather wears off, I get slowed down again. Alright, and also, remember, I don't have to worry about diseases anymore. Hunter has Cure Disease built into it. I cast this a lot. So I initially thought, let's make 100% resist disease to a spell, so I don't have to catch diseases ever. But then, saw the magic cost on that. It wasn't pretty. Cure Disease is way cheaper. I'll just do this. Cast it frequently enough, I won't have to even consider getting vampirism. Yeah, I have Innocent set up Padme, and right. That's one I wanted to make, but the thing is, default leather has absolutely shite durability. So I had to make it custom to give it better durability. I like quintuple the durability. Durability is an odd thing, so it doesn't seem to follow too much of a pattern. Ebony has like almost 2,000 health, but like light armor, equivalent rank has like 500 health. Yeah, it doesn't fully make sense. I don't know if I want to keep using Blackwater Blade though. often bad in first person. Like the fingers seem small and the palm seems to be bloated. Stiff, like it doesn't try to. It's with the cast on self spells really shows. This kind of see like that part webbing, the thumb joins into the palm is supposed to move with the thumb that just is completely rigid here with the leather gauntlets. I don't think that's either it is the case with normal hands or it's just not as noticeable. Oh, it looks like it actually moves the other hands. It's just like with the leather gauntlets that just doesn't. Also, am I like... Hope I'm not. Just to be sure everything's set up right. You could barring that those first person oddities, leather armor is pretty good looking. I think it was just... Ah, right. Soul gems. Don't know what I'm doing with the filled soul gems at this point. I don't even have lots. I have lots of filled soul gems. Not even going to be self-enchanting anymore either. I don't need to... I guess if I want to save money or something. Really is just one of those questions of, is it more cost efficient to use the soul gems to recharge my items instead of using a spell that costs 5k? Or is it better, more efficient to just sell the soul gems so I can fund the spell that costs 5k? I think the answer lies in how many items I have to recharge. The more I use, the better the ratio goes, because it's 5k to fully recharge everything in my inventory, while soul gems are a fixed amount, and probably cost less per gem, certainly. Anyway, I'll use this armor for now, because I wanted to use this, as I said, I wanted to use this before, but leather armor has absolutely shite durability. It's like 80 health. Now it's got like 400 health, I think, on the lower end pieces here, so it should work out fine.
Oh!
I guess I'll go to sleep when I get the cloud ruler. Also, a fun fact, the reference ID for leather armor is thief armor. And because there's already an existing reference ID for leather armor, and that's apparently cut content for pit armor. Like a fight pit armor. And the leather shield that's in the game is from that pit set and not from the thief set, which is why it doesn't quite fit. Means, I mean, the pit assets I think are there. I can fully check if they actually have meshes and models, but the entries are there. I guess I could implement them into the game, but I don't know if I want to. That's what it look like. Maybe for a novelty I'll do it on stream, but I don't think I'd use them if they leave any skin exposed. No. Anyway, I'm gonna just stick to Battle Mage. Battle Mage attire, which is just armor with hood. Yeah, instead of using a helmet, use a hood. Just Battle Mage attire. Extra points for heavy armor. I'm curious about making like a custom enchantment for this, where just get Chameleon like 50% with it. I don't know. I don't think I'd make that spell for like myself in this game, but for like my boss self I might. The idea with the custom spells and enchantments is not to go too far beyond the bounds of what's already appears in the game. The idea of balanced and fair play is already kind of thrown out the window about what you can achieve within the boundaries of the game, so it's not about having a challenging and fair fight, it's just about not getting so overpowered things become pointless. Also, I'm gonna really enjoy this feather though. Which I have about 640, but I think I have like six. See, I think I have like 900 or and something feather. Maybe it's 880 something. Get 300 from the gear, and that's not mitigated by spell effectiveness. But then what is mitigated by spell effectiveness is shells. Feather. Like 300 points, brought down to 285. Which I think would become 290 because the strength giving about 101 strength. Just shifting the 1 point over to that. Oh, it's already dawn. I'll sleep anyways. This out to the rolls. There's so much blaze gear to take from the temple, but I don't want to mess up the whole feng shui they've got going on. I only took one set. Oh, that's right, I could have totally made Blade's armor with the custom enchantment. My bad. Actually. Hold up. Hold up. Our plate stuff. Stuff has scripts on it. Alright, I have to be careful of that. I haven't included helmets in any of these, so rip that, I guess. All this. They call it Tiber boots. Tiber set, or the Septum set. Like the Talos set, though. And unless I get like some kind of special version, I'm not going to rename it. I can rename it, though, fortunately enough, because again, it's not baked into the save, so I can change the name through these means at any time. Yeah, I'm just not going to change any of it. None of the values seem way out of whack, though. Health 500, AR is a bit low. I think. Where is it? It's a little bit below glass, though. I think glass was like a 5. I don't quite think I'll release this just because it has a lot of mod dependencies, since like every sword that I've added to the chest over there on the right, the chest over here, it's like from a different mod. That'd be a lot of mod dependencies, and I haven't figured out how to like say. I don't know if this mod stands alone on its own. I'll say that. I don't know if it's standalone. Like if I uninstall all my mods, I don't know if this one will still function. Regardless, I don't know how to set all those mods that it uses assets from as its parent or as a master. So this really, if I ever do, if you really want to get this mod for yourself and all my gear, then go ahead and request that. It happens sometimes. You click on it and then the mouse just like shoots up to the upper right corner. I also don't quite know how to like separate all this into its own thing. I haven't figured out how to reorganize this yet. So it's honestly all over the place as far as where the entries are. That said, they are all in one ESP, so not too bad. To confirm with that. Yep, they've all got the enchantment and they're all. Oh, I didn't say it's the active now, did I? Oh, that's unfortunate. I forgot to do that. I don't know if I like give it the same name or will overwrite it or not, because I could lose all the other stuff, so I guess I'll just have to redo it. I was saying, like, thief. This is where all the other stuff is. And then leather has these pit stuff, which does even have. Actually seems to have some assets. Yeah, it has assets. Wonder why it wasn't implemented. Oh, health and AR is 0, so it wasn't fully implemented. Yeah, I don't quite know what kind of shield I want. Alright, that should be all 4. Okay. Alright. Add these two. Yes. Take it. They are. I do believe it was landmark teleport. Cloudward Temple.
Hail!
Hey there, Stefan. Is Stefan potential? Yes, he is. I wonder if he died earlier. That's why I couldn't find him, because I know that one of the mods, it changes some NPCs that weren't essential to essential and will revive them if they died. So I assume I couldn't find him because he was dead for some reason. And he was revived for when he was needed. Yeah, this doesn't... The helmet really was what makes it... The helmet and the cross together really make the blades gear what it is. Going with the hood doesn't quite look right.
Duty calls.
I on horseback.
Tell me more. Farewell.
Well, I'll take the... Hopefully, yeah, got him. It'd be hard to aim with the overhead camera. That's exactly why I use it. I have to guess where I'm aiming. I'll take the lower path first, and then I'll take the higher path. Probably will take that shorter lower path, but who knows? Oh no! Where is that back path? Because there was a back path up here. There are two paths to the Sanctor. Ah. Oh, I hit the rock. See that ogre up there, but I think he's too far to be a threat. I do like the segmented plates on here. They're really nice, even if they aren't terribly practical though. I mean, segmented plates is what you do when you don't have the metallurgy skills. I think one big plate that's like flexible enough to get used on the body. Over how to do the joints for the limbs, hinges, and other things. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, this is like... I ended up just doubling the armor rating of leather. Didn't want to be that low, but that ended up being the same as glass. Out within like a 0.5 difference. These plates is below glass. Oh my. My god, he's finding me. tell me.
Process has another message for you. Probably another errand. I saw the progress on Kvatch and it's impressive. I'm
Didn't we
told
go
none of
already?
it would be possible if it wasn't for you. I'd like to think I have a hand in it as well, delivering these notes and all. Well, good luck.
Up to you too, buddy. End up finding some of the nastiest stuff out here. I'm just trying to get to me. I don't know if that was his health bar I saw or not. Probably essential. And oh, that's a high jump. But I'm just can. Not quite. Well, whatever. Got him once. That should be enough. I just moved faster than the lightning bolt there. Alright. Took that for Rick Dark Corpse, to be honest. I don't think they get that black, though. Alright, that was a nice slam dunk. That's nice. Do this again. Why am I in soul gems? Monster's full, Greater's full, Grand is full, everything's full. You have no need for the soul spells. Lightning bolt. I'll go check Echo Cave, though.
What do you need, champion? There's evil afoot, citizen, and I've little time for chatter. What is it? We'll see. I heard the gauntlets of the Crusader are gone from the chapel in Coral.
Weird. I wonder who could have taken them.
It was an honor to speak.
Huh? Got necromancers. First shot. You dare run from me! I don't even know if this place is worth clearing out again. Like, loot-wise. I'll try going to where the Worm King was. I think that's a... right. You flee. I swear to Talos, I'll lightning bolt your ass. A lightning bolt. Oh, how'd that miss? Do they miss like that, though? I'm here. The bullocks. Oh, we're in that charge. It's not quite even. That does really bug me. Oh boy. I'm here. Oh, I missed. Close to dead. You have to wonder if the Worm King's back, because I can kick his ass all over again. Ugh. Ain't back. Ah, I remember. Quite the maze, honestly.
Speak.
Today was 30th. Rather leave tomorrow or the day after. Should I go back? There is a back gate, but not this way. Remember 2 gates to Bruma.
What's this about?
Who are you?
Greetings, champion. I'm at your service.
How are you jogging through the street?
Tell me more. Bye.
And you're not jogging anymore. Okay. Okie dokie. also, while I'm here, where should the cell buffer? Alright, so now it's in the morning. I'll go check out
The
Kvatch.
children are...
Although if it gets into the thing, I guess we'll teleport back up here. Be safe. How expensive is escort now? Uber duper expensive. Ugh, yeah, I remember. I wanted it, and I still want to fit in health recovery onto this. But oh my word, so expensive. I'm heading to Kvatch and not technically on Blade's duty right now. I'll switch to the fray.
You have my ears.
The coral in it. I do believe make it there in any kind of timely fashion. Should not only off-road it. Speed. Oh, I should go to Shaden Hall. Gotta mirror be super fast for this.
Oh! Oh! Ha! Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh!
I wonder how horseback camera will be. They'll have a lot of down movement or not. That's a lot of up-down movement. Somehow their armor really fits for this. Funny hopping Shadowmere. Yes, you're on the slow way. Whatever that entails, that is way too much head bob. Okay. South, that's heading to Leyland. There is some dude castle. North of Skingrad. Walk for a little bit, let the world kind of catch up with me. Those goblins were on hostile there. Unless it went by so fast they couldn't see me. Speed is factored into detection. See Kvatch on the hill. Let's see, whose black horse is that? So time? Noon. Ah. You know, I just come to Kvatch before I even read the notes. I have to fix this habit. Oh my. This is looking way better. Got green grass again? Watch. Oh, man. Soul is black and white. The nature of a soul is not knowable. Every wizard that has attempted it vanishes without a trace. Okay. Might after you with 0 summon, might not. can be noticed that souls are a source of mystic energy that can be harvested. Every creature, living or dead, is powered by a soul. Without it, they are just lumps of flesh or piles of bones. Its animating force can be contained within a soul gem. The soul gem has the capacity. From the gem, the power can be used to power magical items. Centuries of experimentation has demonstrated that there are black souls and white souls. Only the rare black soul gem can hold the soul of a higher creature, such as a man or an elf, while the souls of lesser creatures can be captured by gems of many colors. They are all categorized as white soul gems, hence the division of souls into black and white. White souls are far safer than black souls, although not as powerful. Getting students of mysticism should not dabble in black souls or black soul gems, even if one were to ignore the guild's strictures against the necromantic arts used to power black soul gems. It is dangerous to the caster to handle them for long. If the gem is not precisely the size of the encased soul, small bits of the caster's soul may leak into the gem when it is touched. Huh. Well, every time you handle a soul gem, you're like slowly losing a fragment of yourself. Kvatch is looking great, but something is missing. Flowers. Kvatch used to be a beautiful city, not just its architecture, but its flora and fauna as well. There's a gardener who lived just outside Anvil in Sapling Manor. He's a real genius. He's retired. His name is Godress. Nobody's sure is why he's suddenly retired, but we need to convince him to come out of retirement long enough to help us rebuild the city. Cautious, Chief Architect Kvatch. Gotta run city for a little bit. I don't have too much time. Yeah, they cleared up like all the rubble. Bloodworks are still here. Still some scorched earth. Buildings I can like enter at. Oh. Ah, refugee housing. What's new here?
Well met.
Gatehouse. Gatehouse. This ain't my horse. Glad nobody observed, because that was theft. Prepare for some nausea. Yeah, Anvil should be like a straight shot from here. Oh wait, I remember where this house is. I honestly thought something was like strange and beautiful. This really seems like something that Traded Light would add. That's what I have to say. Wow, that's a lot. I'll, no, it's not marked as stealing. I should, like, not do that. Oh, hey, they have the normal glass paint on them.
If there's anything I can do, I am humbly at your service.
What do you want?
That's
For
so
you,
faint.
of course.
You've been looking for me. Well, you found me. What do you want? Yes, I've heard about the plans to rebuild Kvatch. Sorry, but I'm afraid I won't be able to help you. I simply can't concentrate on beauty. I can see them, but I just can't. Since that day, I haven't been able to create gardens like I used to. So you see, I'd be of no use to you or the people of Kvatch. Please, leave me be. This conversation has dredged up some old thoughts and feelings that I'd prefer to be alone with.
Over the tower, sun does. Anyway. Isn't out here today.
Sneaky looking sort.
Maybe it doesn't already. A glass lighthouse guy though. Hold up. I don't know if this will get reflected or not though. Ah. It's like you're just vibrating phones. Hmm? Oh, that's folded cloth, not a letter. Door. Ananar or May. Sing of Elabeth, the Queen of the Axe, who could fell a full elm with two-hatched hacks. Could rip apart veiling wood just for her fun. She studied under Alphadil in Tel Arun. He taught her the jabs, the strokes, and the stance to make an axe swing into an elegant dance. He taught her the barbed axes of the orcs bold, the 6-foot-long axes favored in Winterhold, the hollow-bladed axes of the elves of the west, which whistle when they swing through flesh. With a single-headed axe she could behead 2 men. With a double-headed axe she could fell more than 10. Yet where she lives in legend has most to do with a man who hacked her own heart in 2. Leonolis, Lilworth the Mighty, who hailed from Blackroads, the only man who could best Elabeth with axe blows. In a minute she chopped 50 trees, he 53. He felt at once that he was the only man for she. When she professed her love, Leonolis just laughed. He said he loved more his axe handle and shaft. And if they weren't enough to slake all his desire, there was another woman named Lauren Thurai. Fury gripped the queen of the axe, the maid Elabeth, and her thoughts turned, pondering musings of death. Vala and Sheogorath gave her a revengeful scheme. For weeks she worked on it in a state like a dream. In the still of the night she kidnapped her rival and told her choices between doom and survival. When Thurai awoke in a house in the moors, in a room lightly furnished except for 3 doors. Elabeth explained that behind one of the doors, the lass would find Elabeth and her love, the great Nianalas. Behind the second lived a ravenous demon, and behind the third an exeter. She must choose a door, and to aid her decision, ponder too long, the axe make a division. Lauren Thurai wept, and Elabeth felt contrite, opened the door to her immediate right. It led to the moors, and as she slipped through the gloom, she advised Lauren Thurai to likewise abandon the room. Lauren Thurai ignored her and did not feel her will bend. Nianalas was largely behind the first door she opened. Elabeth had lied, there was no demon, for the top third of Nianalas was behind the third door. Oh, damn. I gotta reread some of the final passages of that. At what point did...
Salute. Well, what can I do for you, Sir Knight?
Tell me
Ships
about
sail
Anvil.
from Anvil Harbor for ports of call in Hammerfell, Somerset Isle, Yokuda, and the Western Isles.
Yokuda's still around?
Count Umbranox has returned. After 11 years, he just walked back into Anvil.
For 11 years, he's been living in poverty here. That was not up at all long enough for me to read.
Good day.
I read, a ghost appears, I don't know when.
Oh.
When is this? Poetry about falling flowers. I'll make a note to myself to report this. Because the authors of this mod are still active on their mod page, so they'll add things to the list. Guess lighthouse steward? On Sundas, I don't know what day of the week it is. Doesn't say on this page. Alright, what's the day? Redhouse. I don't know if I'll be back here in time, but oh well. I like one here. Alright, so this took however long. Oh, that's just too good. Anyway, I'm going to... Come on, hurry up. Speed other. Even faster. Oh, that's right, horse armor is the one that gives me to walk on water. Not sure if... Okay. That airspeed's tremendous. Wouldn't be surprised if I crash from this speed. Does this river even go? Does this river even do? What is going on? Did I just flip into the terrain because you're just jittering so fast? What the fuck? I'm sorry, where? Where was I just? Where am I just? That was skin grab. Okay.
Presence here will not be tolerated.
Okay, I think I'm gonna buff myself up. How long does Honor Up last? And it's so speed other. This is the path coral. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how to stable you, but I guess. So when do we leave? What recovery? I'm always at full strength. Unless I've just woken up, then I'm close to full strength.
Sir.
Cyrus.
Good afternoon, sir.
Remind me of Boris. Watch these guys for a while, I guess. Well, I forgot to look for a mod that changes the range of weapons. There it is. Vanity camera. Oh, it is the hood making you look short and stocky. Also, you look like Darth Sidious. My constant use of lightning magic supports that. Hope the access menu doesn't end it. There has to be a variable I can change for how long I have to wait for this to kick in. Because by default, it takes so damn long. Like, you almost never would know that this even exists. There it is. See, like, you look at the boots and the planes, it starts looking a little wacky. But you look above the waist, though. Pretty dang cool. $636. There's still no marker for it yet. I don't know where to wait.
Hail!
Yes, hey.
Please forgive me, but I'm afraid I haven't got time to talk right now. One of the other blades should be able to assist you. Try Jenna or Stefan.
That's it. Who owns this? We arrived at Gallows Front Priory, halfway on the gold rope between Skingrath and Imperial City. If I've been at Gallows Front Priory, halfway between Skingrath and then Priory. Ah, Gallows Front Priory. I think that was the sisters who said they make potions. Stop by there again. I don't think they had anything for me to do. They're just there and being good people. Just for the brief time I was there. Our result was to make a side trip to view the magnificent ruins of Keatatar, or Shadow of the Fatherwoods, ancient Aliad tongue. The hours of difficult travel through tangled hawthorn hills and Limberlost. Those are some funny words. I was suddenly struck dumb by the aspect of 5 pure white columns rising from a jade-green mound of vines. Perfect V-shaped arches and graceful capitals towering above the verdant forest growth. The spectacle caused me to meditate on the lost glories of the past and the melancholy fate of high civilizations, looking like splinter shards of bone in the green-grown tumulus of time-swept obscurity. Within the forest tangle, I discovered an entrance leading down into the central dome of a great underground edifice once dedicated to Magnus, the god of sight, light, and insight. Dimly lit by the faded power of its magical pools, the shattered white walls of the enclosure shimmered with cold blue light. Marble benches of the central plaza faced out across the surrounding waters to tall columns and sharp arches supporting the high dome. From the central island, stately bridges spanned the still pools to narrow walkways behind the columns, with broad vaulted avenues, limpid canal leading away through ever-deepening gloom and darkness. Reflected in the pools were the tumbled columns, collapsed walls, riotous roots, and vine growth thriving dark half-light of the magical fountains. The ancient aliens recognized not the four elements of modern natural philosophy, earth, water, air, and fire, but the four elements of high-elf religion, earth, water, air, and light. Aliens considered fire to be but a weak and corrupt form of light. Alien philosophers identified with primary magical principles. Thus their ancient subterranean temples and sanctuaries were lit by lamps, globes, pools, and fountains of purest magic. It was by these ancient, faded, still active magics that I knelt and contemplated the parted glories of the long-dead alien architect. Gazing through the glass-smooth reflections of the surrounding pools, I could see, deep below, the slow pulse, the waxing and waning of the Vulcan stone. The chiefest perils of these ruins to the explorer are the cunning and deadly mechanisms devised by the aliens, to torment and confound those would invade their underground sanctuaries. What irony that after these many years, these devices would still stand vigilant against those who would admire the works of the aliens. It was clear these devices were crafted in vain. They did not secure the aliens against their own enemies, which were not the slaves who revolted and overthrew their cruel masters, nor were they the savage beast peoples who learned the craft of war and magic from their alien masters. No, it was the arrogant pride of their achievements, smug self-assurance that their empire would last forever, that doomed them to fail and fade into obscurity. Oblivion. When thou enterest into oblivion, oblivion entereth into thee. The greatest mage who ever lived was my master, Orion Zenos. You have heard of him as the author of the book on Oblivion, standard text for all matters on Daedric. Despite many entreaties over the years, he refused to update his classic book with new discoveries and theories because he found that the more one delves into these realms, the less certain one. He did not want conjecture, he wanted facts. For decades before and after the publication of On Oblivion, Zenos compiled a vast personal library on the subject of Oblivion, the home of the Daedra. He divided his time between his research and personal magical growth on the assumption that should he succeed in finding a way into the dangerous world beyond and behind ours, he would need much power to wander its dark paths. 12 years before Zenos began the journey he had prepared his life to make, he hired me as his assistant. I possessed the 3 attributes he required for the position. I was young and eager to help without question. I could read any book once and memorize its contents. Despite my youth, I was already a master of conjuration. Zenos, too, was a master of conjuration. Indeed, a master at all the known and unknown schools. He did not want to rely on his ability alone in the most perilous of his research. In an underground vault, he summoned Daedra to interview them on their native land. For that, he needed another conjurer to make certain they came, were bound, and were sent away again without incident. I'll never forget that vault, not for its look, which was plain and unadorned, but for what you couldn't see. There was a sense that lingered long after the summoned creatures had left. Flowers, sulfur, sex, and decay, power and madness, haunt me still to this very day. Conjuration, for the layman unacquainted with its workings, connects the caster's mind with that of the summoned. It is a tenuous link meant only to lure, hold, and dismiss. When the hands of a master can be much stronger. The Stygian Dwemer can, in the Dwemer's case perhaps I should say could, connect with the minds of others, and converse miles apart, a skill that is sometimes called telepathy. Over the course of my employment, Zenos and I developed such a link between one another. It was accidental, a result of 2 powerful conjurers working closely together. We decided that it would be invaluable should he succeed in traveling to Oblivion. Since the denizens of that land could be touched even by the skills of an amateur conjurer, It was possible we could continue to communicate while he was there, so I could record his discoveries. Doors to oblivion, to use Maureen Xenos' phrase, are not easily found, and we exhausted many possibilities before we found one where we held the key. The Sijiks of Artam have a place they call the Dreaming Cave, where it is said one can enter into the Daedric realms and return. Cases, so Thassil, Nomanake, and many others have been recorded as using this means. Despite many entreaties to the Order, were denied its use. Kellerus, the leader of the Order, told us it has been sealed off for the safety of all. In hopes of using the ruins of the battle spire to access Oblivion, the Ware Gate still stands. The old proving grounds of the Imperial Battle Mage itself was shattered some years ago in Jagarthorn's time. Sadly, after an exhaustive search through the detritus, we had to conclude that when it was destroyed, all access to the realms beyond Soul Cairn, Shade Perilous, and the Havoc Wellhead had been broken. It's probably for the good that frustrated our goal. The reader may have heard of other doors, and he may be sure to be tempted to find them all. Some are pure legend, or at any rate not traceable based on the information left behind. The references in lore to Mark's Abyss, Rington Mirror, the Mantellum Crux, the Crossroads, the Mouth, or riddle of an alchemical formula called Yakdukinth and Rising Sun. Many other places and objects that are said to be doors but we could not find. Some exist but cannot be entered safely. Whirlpool in the Abyssine called the Maelstrom of Ball can make ships disappear and may be portal into oblivion. The trauma of its waters would surely slay any who tried. Likewise, we did not consider it worth the risk to leap from the Pillar of Thras, 1,000-foot tall spire of coral, though we witnessed the sacrifices the Slows made there. Some victims were killed by the fall, but some, indeed, seemed to vanish before being dashed on the rocks. Since the Slow did not seem certain why some were taken and some died, we did not favor the odds of the plunge. The simplest and most maddeningly complex way to go to oblivion was simply to cease to be here, and begin to be there. Throughout history, there are examples of mages who seem to travel to the realms beyond ours seemingly at will. Many of these voyagers are long dead, if they ever existed, but we were able to find one still living. In the Tower of Spherebelve on the island of Vardenfell, the province of Morrowind, there exists a very old, very reclusive wizard named Tavaith Fear. He was not easy to reach, and he was reluctant to share with Maureen Xenos the secret door to oblivion. Fortunately, my master's knowledge of lore impressed Fear, and he taught him the way. I would be breaking my promise to Xenos and Fear to explain the procedure here, and I would not divulge it even if I could. There is dangerous knowledge to be had, is it? I do not reveal too much to say. Fear's scheme relied on exploring a series of portals to various realms created by a Tefani wizard long missing and presumed dead. Against the disadvantage of this method, of this limited number of access points, we weighed the relative reliability and security of passage, and considered ourselves fortunate in our informant. Maureen Xenos then left this world to begin his exploration. I say that the library transcribes the information, to help him with any research he needed. Dust, he whispered to me on the first day of his voyage. Despite the inherent dreariness of the word, I hear his excitement in his voice, echoing in my mind. I can see from one end of the world to the other a million shades of gray. There's no sky or ground or air, only particles floating, falling, whirling about me. I must levitate and breathe by magical means. Xenos explored the nebulous land for some time, encountering vaporous creatures and palaces of smoke. Though he never met the prince, he concluded that he was an ash pit, said to be the home of Malakath, where anguish, betrayal, and broken promises like ash filled the bitter air. The sky is on fire, I heard him say as he moved on to the next realm. The ground is sludge but traversable. The blackened ruins all around me, like a war was fought here in the distant past. The air is freezing. I cast balloons of warmth all around me, but it still feels like daggers of ice stabbing me in all directions. It was cold harbor, where like balls, prince. Here to Xenos as if it were a future Nirn, under the king of rape, desolate and barren, filled with suffering. You could hear Maureen Xenos weep at the images he saw, and shiver at the sight of the Imperial Palace, shattered with blood and excrement. Too much beauty, Xenos gasped when he went to the next realm. Half blind, I see flowers and waterfalls, majestic trees, city of silver, but it's all a blur. Colors run like water. It's raining now, and the wind smells like perfume. The Shirley's Moonshadow, where Azur dwells. Xenos was right, and astonishingly, he even had audience with the Queen of Dusk and Dawn in her Rose Palace. I listened to his tale with a smile and told him of the coming of a new bearing. My master found Moonshadow so lovely, he wished to stay there half-blind forever, but he knew he must move on and complete his journey of discovery. "I'm in a storm," he told me as he entered the next realm. He described the landscape of dark, twisted trees, howling spirits, and billowing mist. I thought he might have entered the deadlands of Baron's Dagon. Then he said quickly, "No, I am no longer in a forest." There was a flash of lightning, and now I'm on a ship. The mast is tattered, the crew is slaughtered, something is coming through the waves. Oh gods. Wait, I'm in a dank dungeon. Cell. It's not in the deadlands, but quagmire. Nightmare realm of affair. Every few minutes, there was a flash of lightning and reality shifted. Always to something more horrible and horrifying. A dark castle one moment, but then a ravening beast the next. Moonlit swamp, a coffin where he was buried alive. Fear got the better of my master, quickly passed to the next realm. I heard him laugh. I feel like I'm home now. Wherein Xenos ascribed to me an endless library, shelves stretching on in every direction, stacks on top of stacks. Pages floated on a mystical wind they could not feel. Every book had a black cover with no title. He could see no one, but felt the presence of ghosts moving through the stacks, rifling through books, ever searching. It was Apocrypha, the home of Hermaeus Mora, where all forbidden knowledge can be found. I felt a shudder in my mind, but I could not tell if it was my master's or mine. Morin Xenos never traveled to another realm that I know of. Throughout his visits to the first four realms, my master spoke to me constantly. Upon entering Apocrypha, he became quieter. He was lured to the world of research and study. Passions that controlled his heart while unknown. I frantically tried to call to him, but he closed his mind to me. He would whisper, "I never guessed the truth. I must learn more. See the world, a last illusion shimmer, crumbling all around us." I would cry back to him, begging him to tell me what was happening, what he was seeing, what he was learning, and tried using conjuration to summon him as if he were a danger himself, but he refused to leave. Morin Xenos was lost. I last received a whisper from him 6 months ago. Before that, it had been 5 years. 3 before that. Thoughts are no longer intelligible in any language. Perhaps he is still in Apocrypha, lost but happy, in a trap he refuses to escape. Perhaps he slipped between the stacks and passed into the madhouse of Sheogorath, losing his sanity forever. I'd save him if I could. Silence his whispers if I could. Reading that book a while back. Really interesting. And now that we've had a couple of games since then, I can say that the Maelstrom of Ball in the Avakin Sea does indeed lead to Cold Harbor. Because when you go there in Elder Scrolls Online, you find an area with a bunch of wrecked ships dashed across rocks and no sea in sight. Of course, never go to the Whirlpool yourself. That's way too off the coast of Tamriel. Is it? Oh, it's not even on the map, really. Get a world map Tamriel, though, you can find it. Yeah, that is a portal to Oblivion. Giant whirlpool out to the west. Apocrypha honestly sounds a lot better with that short description than what we got in Skyrim. I'm 8:10 p.m. and the shops are closed by now. I guess it wasn't today.
Go ahead.
Tempted to put on the cow kill guard and get their armor, but that's a bit against my code. I was just weighing that against my desire for gear.
I'm listening.
How are you outside my house?
Hey, you're the one that helped Captain Bird destroy that damned Oblivion Gate. Well done, friend. Well done.
Who or what are you?
Certainly.
Really have no ill intent.
Good day.
Right, you shouldn't have ill intentions. It's unlikely you'll have ill intentions. It's still possible. It's another night in Bruma it is. I don't know if I should purge the cell buffer or not, though. Yes, I will. It seems like sleeping purges it for me. So it wasn't much at all. See your timing. Did they clean up the Mages Guild or no? Nope. Bodies are gone. Fucking Marco. I don't think I've ever really been to the Bruma Fighters Guild. Jaden Hall and Anvil. To Coral. Haven't been to Skingrad. I've been inside Breville, but I haven't spent much time in there. Anyway, I talked with the members, but I don't think I've really been there much. So it's like 3 towns, maybe like 4 towns after I've been to the guild chapter of. I'm still the master of the guild.
Yes, Master. You need me? Good day. Let's see what we've got here. You too.
Not sure if I'd ever use steel armor. Not any equipment. The porters never sleep. Well,
The Divine Crusader himself. To what do I owe this honor? Pay attention, and you can learn a lot. Tell me more. You get used to the cold. Got a good set of fur boots to keep me feet warm. Give a Nord a good thumping to keep the blood flowing. Ka, ka, ka.
that's quite a laugh.
They say someone finally laid poor Lord Vlindrel's shade to rest. That's good. He's been haunting these hills for too long.
What a Vlindrel. I probably did that myself, but... Oh,
Be seeing you.
probably got a basement like everywhere else.
I heard you helped the guard close that Oblivion gate. Thanks. We were getting worried about that damn thing.
Oh ho.
Certainly.
Alright. Yeah, I guess you really don't see it. Oh, in some caves you do. I would have liked to have found those foresters' bodies. That's some more leech armor for me.
Go to it.
Hello there.
Skjorta is a nuisance. She was running around town, drunk and naked again.
Oh,
I don't know why the guards haven't taken care of her yet.
What's the news from the
Yes,
other
Master.
parts of Tamriel?
You need me?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a...
reminds me of the companions, honestly. I think their basement layout was like this as well. North for an hour or so, you'll see a group of dead trees. Head northeast until you come to the water. Follow the shore upstream. His house is close by. Watch out for bears. Hmm? Please hit water. This far north when you hit the border? Alright, this has piqued my interest. I'll leave it here because it's a generic note and I think it would combine with... Oh, somebody's stronger. Checked here, right? Yeah. As you can see, another shield. Beef armor just doesn't match. Said head north for about an hour. And dead trees, right? And then northeast they hit water. Anime set nether. It's fucking cool set. Fucking cool statue. Totally down with it. Also, am I still shivering with blades? Yeah, I am. Alright, so head north, you find a couple of dead trees. Check them out. There are like significant bodies of water. There aren't any significant bodies of water, but there may be some minor bodies. North, do you find a couple of the... say... the notes mentioned on here the SP? That would confirm it's vanilla, but beyond that... I don't actually know where the starting point is, to be honest. Couple of dead trees. Hey, check by dragging the rock. For about an hour, it should be up like towards the border, right? At least I imagine. Definitely haven't gone the right way, but... Peak of this mountain. Get caught crossing the border into Skyrim. I'll do. I don't see any kind of water. And even remotely look like a stream. Hello, Master in the Sun. I guess nothing. I don't even know where the starting point is. The tree is heading north for an hour. Is that like an hour walking, an hour running, an hour riding? A couple of dead trees though. I might just make a weapon like 600 bowls. Just to see if that has like any kind of impact on stagger rate. Because I think 600 bowls is probably a huge increase over 30 bowls. You know? I haven't a clue. Here. Head north for an hour or so. You'll see a group of dead trees. Head northeast until you come to the water. Follow the shore upstream. House is close by. Watch out for bears. I have to take it or something to trigger the thing? Oh, cool fucking statue. Alright, so... Catfish? Northerlies? That. North until you see or until you reach a group of the trees? Follow the shore upstream, his house is close by. Watch out for bears. I got snow. I guess I'll go see if it's mentioned at all. That was not, no, I did not. Ooh. This does not mention a note. idea than going on. Oh my, that's actually a lot of wolves.
Ah! Ah!
Wowza. I have to get a better screenshot of all this. Fine, go away. Go away. Oh, feral alpine wolves. Okay. I'll get a more centered shot. That's bad. Steam, it takes like a whole fucking minute for it to go away. And it captures it in subsequent screenshots too. Alright, that's good. Ooh. This is a non-respawning chest. I'm not gonna let me up. I got nothing. I never really had anything on this note. I don't even know the starting point. Just keep an eye out for some dead trees. Ah. Nice. Worried I wouldn't make the shot. Saying there's no real way you should be able to see me from there. But they do anyways. Is that actually like shoot? Edge of the day. Hell, it's been 3 days since I killed everything. Because the shitty bandits are back. Move like a freaking cow. I imagine we'll take this route. I could retexture the Knights of the Nine Shield, but I'm not sure at all how it turned out. It's saying I could is because the file path for the model and the texture are separate in the construction set, so I can just point to the model for the Knights of the Nine Shield and then point to texture of, like, say, the Iron Shield or something. It'd work. Those textures and models are made to go together, so who knows what kind of horrendous monstrosity will be created. I think that's most of the path covered. Charges. I can use a Jan's soul. Yep, that does it. Maybe I can make Mercy and Test 4 edit. Maybe. It crashes in the CS when I try to make a new form ID with the same mesh and texture as the Golden Stiletto. Just when I try to make my own copy of the Golden Stiletto, just save it, crashes. Alright, Shadowmere's here. Oh. Yeah, that one like the First of mid-year, huh? I'd say this is my first time actually jumping up here.
Hail! Hail!
Sir.
I'll just sit here with you. Oh, I should buff. Alright, so what time is it? Close enough. Ha.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, I'll lead. Oh, I heard brothers and I was thinking... What? I was thinking blades. Not like... Whatever. Escorts. All of them? That did. Yeah. Answer, you say? Get up there, yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright, I'll walk. What? Yep, Lancer is unconscious. These guys are really slow. Didn't hit all of them. There you go. touch spells. I probably should have told him to lead the way. I have the autosave there. I do. Alright, I'll have him lead. Hopefully I actually killed all of these, but whatever. Walk speed, so it's faster. It's ever so slightly faster than mine. Maybe? Maybe. I have a feeling backwater play would be better. This.
You're a sneaky-looking sort.
You have the hands of a healer.
Is he going to?
Please, go ahead.
Okay.
Please, by all means.
Cool. Yes.
Well, here's a fine one. Speak freely.
Run along. Be along shortly. For here, I'm going to want not Spirit Exodus because Paranoia is in my spell list. When I use Spirit Exodus, I have to like seal. Or no, actually, even then, what the hell's up with that cowardice? So it's Spectral Warrior.
Well met.
Greetings and salutations.
Yes, I got them all. That was yes. Come on, hurry up. They have both infinite defense and greatly boosted speed.
Salute. Welcome. Please say your piece.
Please, go ahead.
I'll scan ahead a bit.
This is a wonderful.
That's a deer. Also a deer. Huh? This path. Oh, I think I have my directions wrong. No, that's... You're taking the path that goes by more bandits.
You're a sneaky looking sort.
Greetings and salutations.
Hopefully I got them all. I did.
Hail. King of Thousands has stand ready. Wrong
Hold up with these guys. The brothers are over there. Why?
stand ready. Ha!
What's up with you guys?
You have the hands of a healer.
I do believe they were just fleeing.
You have the hands of a healer.
I have a feeling that you and I are about to become very close.
Alright, there we go. I will hand you, though, Captain Stefan, Willful Spirit, though.
Sir.
Because you took some damage.
Look at the muscles on you.
Hail.
I'm gonna hit the horse with my allies.
What's going on?
Die, Imperial!
Training of thousands. Die, damn you! Look out!
Alright, I will... I'm glad they, like, choose self-preservation most of the time, but... Alright. Lancer. I'll actually, like, hide. See if that helps a bit. How long does this spell even last? 1 minute. 1 full minute. Alright, this should have me obscured. Actually, whoa, okay.
Mine for the Empire! I'm going to die.
I'll just, oh, you just teleport to him, okay.
Sir.
Alright, fuck. It's too much of a clusterfuck for me.
Good evening, sir.
It's out of charges.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, that's a missed one. Ugh, that one will sting. Isn't that this a helmet? Hmm. Yeah, some weak bandage this time. Oh, I'm almost filled up on gear, so let's go. Wait. Alright. You give dodge.
Sir.
Looks like I can't pre-clear the road even if I want to.
Good evening, sir.
Fourth monk. Really, where is the fourth monk?
Please, go ahead.
I guess they're just right out there. Oh, they set up shop real quick in here. Real damn quick. Very different. Earl, Grandmaster. Yes. Are you sure about that? If I'm walking faster than I am indeed, which means I will cast
Whatever you need, champion. Martin showed himself a true son of the dragon blood. But where does that leave us with no emperor to serve? Keep your heart true and your eyes open.
I suppose
You have the hands of a hero.
we'll talk to this guy. I can't answer yes? Way to go roleplay. Spoke. I am champion of Cyrodiil, but I feel like I shouldn't speak that way. I know this is the closest one to what I feel. It's not quite. I don't quite feel like I did. No, I did only what was needed. Because I also like just going in there and hacking down Daedra. But on the one hand, I'm just doing my own thing. On the other hand, I also have these little drunk on the power from time to time. I can't say I'm not ready. I need time, because fact of I can't just go out and roam free like I can with every other position I've been given. Fine. Oh boy. Oh, just threw in Japanese. Alright. That is the day. Today is Sun Das. You see, this is also kind of why I kept, was it the legendary variant? Did I keep legendary variant up? I did. Because this one I can cast with my default magicka, I think. I really do think. I think my default's like 2. No, my int's a little higher, so I think I can cast it. Should be 250 at 100 int, then plus a 50 from Breton. I'm at 111 int, no buffs, so. Yeah, honestly, I know what to do, so I think I'll have to put this off for a while. I'll actually leave through the load door in case teleporting out just breaks any scripts. Then I will teleport home. Let's remember what I mentioned before about me just making a weapon that's super freaking heavy to test out if that actually does anything. Yeah, because of that, I don't really need to carry around Emerald Sword anymore. Don't get me wrong, it's actually a pretty good sword, all things considered, but I would like my old weapons back, please. Alright, so Emerald Sword, Blackwater Blade. Out of here, we will take Argent. Yes, Holgan. We'll consider ourselves as being rock experts. Alright, so I think I do have weapons and armor. Weapons. Armor, what else do I have? Potions and alchemical ingredients, among other things. Oh, that's actually an unsoul, huh? I'll store it anyways with the rest. Whoops. Again, I didn't check all the tabs. Seems to be it. I could, of course, carry more weapons with me, but... I have to get at least this chapter of rebuilding Kvatch. Yeah. No, I think I will get Kvatch fully rebuilt before I pursue Senku Torn.
If there's anything I can do,
Man, there's not much left I can do in parallel. Huh. Anywho. Ghost here?
Do you want something from me?
Yes.
Greetings, stranger. What brings you to see me?
Oh, they did great reverb. The second great voice actor.
My death was partially his fault. We were at the top of the lighthouse. He was pointing out some areas of the town that he intended to spruce up. That's when he accidentally knocked into me. The wind picked up. I lost my balance and fell. It seems, in all the distress, that he's forgotten what happened. Please tell Godras I forgive him for what happened. Here, give him this pendant. He bought it for me on our wedding day. Please look after him.
Question: how can a pendant that you're potentially wearing or carrying in your ethereal pockets then materialize in a goddamn inventory? A very physical thing, not just an ethereal thing. Something that always boggled me. Now, I know that I don't remember any instances of this in vanilla. I think in every case they've just been like, there's my dead body, or this is where the item should be. Because of course you can't give you what's on your ghost body, but here, I would overlook it because it's a mod. But still, hope they maintain that consistency, yeah.
Back again. Yes. Yes, I remember everything now. Oh, my sweet Belvin. I'm so sorry. Her pendant. I gave this to her quite a long time ago. When I hold this, it's as if I can feel her again. Thank you, my good friend. Thank you very much. Yes, certainly. I will surely help you out. I have a feeling this will be my finest work. I'll set out immediately.
Wow, that's genuinely immediately. Even prepare. Just out there. What is he? Okay, good, he's essential.
I have a feeling that you and I are about to become very close.
Excuse me. Alright, I'll personally walk to Kvatch. After just plucking. Alright, did I say plucking? I meant looting. Chest, bunch of, like, if it's left out outside of a container, I think I'll leave it. It's feng shui. What if it's in a container? Oh, I just picked up some cheap wine. Put it back, put it back. I don't know if I just like forgot to mark everything. Sorry, I had to. I just. Hanging gardens. Oh, the elves fundaments out. It's just I'd kick them eventually if I didn't. Now, assuming these are non-respawning, this is now technically my house. Alright. This book was apparently written in Dwemer and translated to Aldmeris. Only fragments of the Aldmeris is readable, but it may be enough for a scholar of Aldmeris to translate fragments of other Dwemer books. I wonder why they have that foreword. Guide Altmer Estrel led with foot flames for the town center where they were laid dead the quadrangular gardens. Asked the foundation chains and vessels their naming places. They did not use solid sound to escape from earth, yet bones nor nourished them with frozen flames. Word I shall have once written of art our lesser cousins speak of when their admiral. Neither words nor experience cleanses the essence of the strange and terrible ways of applying our ancestors' rules. There's an end to the comment in Dwemer in a different hand which you may be translated as follows. Put down your ardent cutting globes. Your Aldmeris has the correct words, cannot be properly. Wait. It cannot be properly misinterpreted? Huh? Wild Elves by Kyoto Torvak. The wilds of most every province of Tamriel descended philosophically, if not directly, from the original inhabitants of the land, are the Aelids, commonly called the Wild Elves. Other races of elven stock, the Altmer, the Bosmer, and the Dunmer, assimilated well into the culture of Tamriel. The Aelids and their brethren have remained aloof towards civilization, trying to practice the old ways far from the eyes of the world. Wild Elves speak a variation of Old Cyrodiilic, opting to shun Tamrielic and separating themselves from the mainstream of Tamriel even further than the least urbanized of their elven cousins. Temperament, they are dark-spirited and taciturn. This is from the point of view of outsiders, or Polani in their tongue. Doubtless, they act differently within their own tribes. Indeed, one of the finest sages of the University of Willem was a civilized Aelid elf, Johanne Fiere, 2790 to 27. His published work on wild elves suggests a lively, vibrant culture. Fiere is one of the very few Aelids to speak freely on his people and religion, and he himself said, the nature of Aelid tribes is multi-hued, their personalities often wildly different from their neighboring tribes. Fiere, teenager of idyllic, Cozy, age 8, University of Willem, Prince 2, Wolf. Like any alien culture, wild elves are often feared by the simple people of Tamriel. Aelids continue to be one of the greatest enigmas of the continent of Tamriel. They seldom appear in the pages of written history in any role, and then only as a strange sight chronicler stumbles upon before they vanish into the wood. When probable fiction is filtered from common legend, we're left with almost nothing. Mysterious ways of aliens have remained shrouded since before the First Era, and will remain so for thousands of years to come. When was this written? Feeling we know a little bit more about the Aelids. Or at least, I have the strong impression that the Aelids were very cruel people. Or really didn't consider the rights or livelihood or anything that wasn't a wild elf or didn't interest them. But I'm kind of trying to remember where. I think it mostly comes from the legend of Helena Lightstreak. A little bit of an issue. So how much is that? It's like 60 bowls of ants. Yeah, it's a little bit of an issue. I have so few perspectives on the Aelids. And as cool as mods are, and as cool as Stranded Light is for exploring the aliens, I'm not going to count it as lore, as yeah, it's one guy. I don't know of any dev involvement or dev acknowledgement of it. I mean, it can change my perspective on them, but I'm not going to end up citing it facts or evidence. Alright, so it is going to be very unfortunate. I can't do Sanctor yet until I think Kvatch Rebuilt is done. Kvatch Rebuilt will take a while. I do have something I can do in parallel, kind of, maybe, sort of, I don't know. I would like to do something in parallel while I'm waiting for Kvatch Rebuilt to, you know, put down as timers. I can just run there. If I overtake the guy, then I'll switch to walking. But as long as I see myself as the only one on the road, I'll just keep running. And I overtook the guy right there and then.
Greetings, champion. Bye.
You know what? Let me reban this on the road. I do wish this wasn't as reflective. Oh well. That reflectiveness is where God's name is taken. These really are smaller than other. Hello. Man, that did the trick. Just cut lightning bolt. Yeah, if I hold down block, I can attack cancel. Be precise with block canceling and Oblivion. If you block, not only do you attack faster, you also cast spells faster. When it comes to attacking faster, though, it's not that noticeable. It's there, and I guess over time it builds up, but, like, if you're just spamming left click as fast as you can, it's also decently good. What? Where? Is it you? Or my guy, y'all? Inka! Ninja Knight. Now, what the heck that combat music was from? Are you? Are
Jump on my sword, lad.
sword? Still don't have a firm grasp on the reach, though. I definitely need to get blunt reach fixed. I don't know if I'll like adjust the damage values of blunt though, or anything. I wonder if there's a timeout for me getting to the quartermaster. Didn't mention any. I kind of doubt there is. There might be. On one hand, I think, cool. Actually timed out here. On the other hand, I'm just like, oh boy. Now what do I got to do? Go back to the inn and start walking. Well, I'll also sell some loot, I guess.
Anytime, friend. I'm right here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Please continue. What can I interest you in?
I barely got any loot. Just a bone.
Thank you. Come again.
New career edition. Ah.
Bye.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad I heightened the durability. And double the durability on every item in leather. Now actually take a blow. I don't know if I should speed myself up though. Oh. I think I'll drop Mercy back at home when I go do the parallel thing. Oh, it's midnight, so I'll get to Kvatch and mayhaps call it, or at least break. As he turns around. So it's going to be quite a while before he gets to Kvatch, huh? I think I'll go off into the wilderness for a while. How long is it? It's 8:10, so I guess I'll like 10 a.m. Not entirely sure what spells to bring. That feels better than the, like, dealing 10 points over 1 second. The 10 points over 1 second looks better because you see, like, the health bar shrink over time. This is definitely better mechanically. See, I didn't really bring much else with me. Weapon-wise. Ooh, what? Where? When? Ah. Golem. Did I say golem? Over. Oh. Oh, 2. Other word. Hey, my health bar actually showed up for once. Yeah, ogres can do that. Of course, without my buffs, ogres are a real threat, like mountain lion threat back when I was level 12. See how this goes. Hi there. Nice try. Right, so in weak paralysis, being the only like extra effect I can use that. Alright, so I'm gonna go and clear out this dungeon. Whatever the heck it ends up taking. I need to put in something besides the bow, though. Kind of leaning towards fall down and bleed to death, but I think legendary Volpon? No. Fist, I guess. Try not to abuse it. It'd be hard to. Probably want like conscript instead. That I won't be able to abuse that so much either. Frick, I realized I could have. Just armed him and I realized it's too late to pick up the mace. Time is 10:02 a.m. I just didn't quite feel like it, I guess. Either for some reason I just don't feel like I'm skeleton, or more so that it's my gut reflex to just force lightning skeletons. I think it's because their bones just scatter to the seven winds. I think it's that glue that sees me. Silver. Oh, it's elven. forget, what the heck did I set the speed on this as? It's like the speed was like the range is like a 0.95, but the speed is like it's just a 1.0, which isn't vanilla balancing when it comes to reach versus speed. It should be like a 1.05. I can increase it to like a 1.1 or something. I just remember that when I first put it in game, I think it had the 1.1 speed, but the whoosh sounds were that of a greatsword. So like, they're normal. When I turn it down to a 0.1, but like, at first they were this, even though I was like swinging at like a 1.1 speed. Really? Zombie didn't stop me. Oh, there's a crash. Well, I guess I will break here and just if you're able to stay up, stay tuned for a ping. I'll do an at here if I